And I think that's why I've focused, because even my last two A, B, and C's, right, have been AI based A, B, and C's. So the first one was, are Black people ready for AI? And I did that one in Atlanta. Then the next one, where we did in Chicago, I did how to, utilize AI to advance your business, which is basically what we're going to even be focusing on this weekend coming up in the Fly Nubian Money Club. But we, for some reason, I don't know what it is, Dr. Boyd, you can tell me. We are always late to the party. We wait until like we in the frying pan about to be greased up in the fire before we're like, all right, let's do this. So we tend to be slow adopters as a when you look at people. Now, when you look at industries, finance industry and certain industries like banking and things, government takes a long time to adopt things. But even the government is saying that there was a study about 2 years ago about a plan for them to adopt AI within their systems. And I do actually think with Trump in office and setting up that Department of Government Efficiency with Elon, and what they're trying to do as far as that investment is really trying to execute on incorporating AI in a government capacity. But we need to incorporate AI in our lives, especially as Black people.
Mhm. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, it is interesting, right? When you, I know I've heard a lot of people talk about things like attention being a commodity, right? Just attention is an asset. That's how, Mark Zuckerberg made $200 billion by getting your attention as you're scrolling down your Facebook feed and searching for that next dopamine hit. And and it makes me when you talk about AI in terms of whether or not people are sort of understanding what it's going to do to the economic landscape and do to their job, it makes me wonder if we don't know what's happening there, what are we paying attention to, right? Where's
Mhm.
our attention going? Where are we investing our attention, right? And as we talk about investing here every morning, I first thing I'll make sure everybody understands is that most investments you make have nothing to do with money. So stop thinking investing is usually about money. Most of the time when I say investment, I'm talking about your time, your energy, your love, your attention, right? Like there's so many things you invest in without money, without using money. And I thought about that and I was like, well, if we don't know what's happening with AI, what do we know? Where are we on the cutting edge? And then you might circle back to like entertainment or sports, right? Like I've sat there and heard. I went to a college one time, and they had me talk to the black men that were there, and these young brothers, they were all guys on the football team, and I heard them sort of talking about the NFL and football, and or the Cowboys better than the Eagles, and one guy'd say, well, the Steelers are the best because they have the best defense, and the Eagles are going to be better because their running back is extraordinary, and the Cowboys are blah blah blah, right? And they're going back and forth, just having this, and I'm just watching. It's like watching a tennis match as they're going back and forth. Like these guys sounded like dudes that were just literally hanging on Sports Center every day, like watching Shannon Sharp and the debates going back and forth. And I said, man, this is so crazy that we have so much knowledge about things like that. Because I was like, wait, but if the Eagles win, they're not going to write you a check, right? If the Cowboys win,
Mhm.
Jerry Jones ain't sending you none of that money, right? So why is that your top priority as opposed to the things that are actually going to affect you? So do you think that maybe diverting our attention to some of these economic issues might be beneficial in terms of us really having a conversation about that?
Yes, when I also want to touch on something you said about investing and saying that it's not always something that has like a direct monetary thing, like your love and your time and your attention.